Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally gonna be doing my 2019 bullet journal flip through. It has been a while since I've done a bullet journal related video, and that is because I pretty much gave up on bullet journaling like around October, November, but I'm still going to be showing you guys what I did in my bullet journal and basically talk about why I struggled so much and why I won't be bullet journaling next year for 2020. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to, but yeah, I apologize in advance that my bullet journal is pretty underwhelming, I must say, only because there's just some pages that aren't really filled in. But yeah, I'll talk more about it throughout this video. Let's just get started with this flip through. So the bullet journal I'm using, or the bullet journal that I use for this year, is the Essentials Black Grid A5 notebook. It's a pretty good notebook and I like it because the grid lines aren't that obvious, and yeah, as you can see, the grid lines aren't that obvious. The pages are pretty good and the ghosting is not that bad, and yeah, it doesn't bleed. So if you're interested, I'll leave the Amazon link down below in the description if you want to get it. So yeah, let's just get started. So the first page, I just added this sticker and my name. On the side, I have these little flip out things that will help me pretty much fill in my bullet journal spreads. So I have my key here and also a future log color coded legend thing. So for example, if I'm making a spread, I can look at the key on the side while I'm, I guess, crossing out tasks or editing them or making sure that they're migrated or something like that. So if you look closely, that's just what it looks like. And for my future log color-coded legend thing, I'll show you what I use that for later. But yeah, I basically just have that there so it's easy for me to see what I'm doing instead of having to flip back different pages. Usually people put their key on the first page here or over here on the cover, but then yeah, it'll be pretty hard having to like flip through back and forth to see your key. So yeah, that's a little bullet journaling hack for you guys. So moving on, the first page, I didn't really do anything. I just wrote down the key here. I have no idea why I wrote it there. But yeah, I don't really do anything here because the page does this little thing in the front. I don't really like it. So the official first page is just this, I guess, introduction and year at a glance. So I did this little 2019 design. I really like how this looks. I used Copic markers and I added the quote that I go by for this year, which is trust the process. And the year at a glance, it's not really important, but you know, I guess it's a good introductory page. I apologize for my nails. My nails got stained from my hair dye because I dyed my hair, and yeah, I apologize. They look pretty ugly, but don't mind it. So moving on to the next page is my future log. I actually really found this future log really helpful because I got to write down all the events and things I needed to keep in mind for future months, just like the whole purpose of a future log. I really found it helpful, and the whole color coding thing that I did was so I could basically color code what is happening on that day, if that makes sense. So red means that I have an appointment, or green means I have work, or gray means I have an event. You know the go. So that's pretty much what I use this for. Yeah, I really found this future log helpful, but I really like slacked off towards the end over here because I gave up on my bullet journal. But yeah, moving on, I'll talk more about that later. This is my goals for 2019, wish list, and letter to myself. Just the regular collections that you would like to start off with in your bullet journal. I don't know, I really like these collection spreads when starting off your bullet journal. It just basically slowly eases you into the bullet journaling system, I feel like. And it really personalizes, is that a word? Personalizes your own bullet journal as yours, because you basically get to write about things relating to you, like your goals or your, you know, wish list, or a letter to yourself, or just any collection that you want to add into your bullet journal. Another collection that I added was this birthday tracker, which I didn't really go back to throughout my bullet journal, but you know, it's nice to have if you're not lazy lazy and you're willing to go back into this spread. But yeah, I added this collection, and I also added a period tracker and dances to learn and movies and shows to watch. The period tracker I was doing pretty well in, like I would go back to it, but yeah, I pretty much gave up in the end of the year because the bullet journaling system wasn't really working out. The dances to learn and movies and shows to watch I kind of went back to here and there. So yeah, the collections for me were hit and miss, but I say they're pretty nice to have in your bullet journal if you're ever thinking of starting a bullet journal. Oh, I'm talking too much in this video, but yeah. So I basically tried my best to be as creative as possible in my bullet journal, which is a good thing because, you know, the whole thing about bullet journaling is that you have a lot of freedom to do whatever you want. And that's the route I wanted to take in bullet journaling. I really wanted to be creative while also being organized with my life. But it kind of went downhill for me because I became overwhelmed, and I guess it kind of caused me to lack organization skills, or I just became so lazy that I didn't care about being organized, or just didn't really focus on being productive and having an organized life, you know? It's kind of confusing. As you can see, this is my first weekly spread. I chose to do this style where I do tasks, and then under the tasks I will write a little reflection or recap of what I did that day. That's why there's all this writing stuff, and that's pretty much because I like it when the spread is all full and covered with writing and stickers and designs and all of that. Unlike this spread where there's barely anything going on. I guess I try to be minimalistic, but it didn't work out, and I really hate the way this spread looks because I didn't end up finishing anything, and it sucks because this really became my problem throughout the year of bullet journaling, where I didn't fill up a lot of space in my bullet journal. As you can see here, I didn't fill up space, and over here I did a little reflection, which is also good in your bullet journal because you have so much freedom, you can do whatever you want. And yeah, I just did a reflection for this month. Moving on to March, I think I did pretty good in the beginning months of 2019 because I did still kind of filled up my monthly spreads and some of my weekly spreads, and also my habit trackers and brain dumps and other trackers. But yeah, gradually I became less motivated to fill in my bullet journal. Oh, I really like this layout. If I really had to choose a bullet journal layout that I like, it would be this, because I don't know, it just looks really cute in my opinion. I really like this bullet journal layout, just pointing it out. But yeah, I just really focused on being creative, and it just took a toll on me. I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna be repeating myself, but I really did just focus on being creative, and it made me so lazy that I didn't want to fill up some of my bullet journal spreads. Like I have this space over here because I didn't know what to do, and I really tried my best to write down as much as I can to fill up the spread, but sometimes I just have nothing to write. For example, this space, I didn't have any tasks. Usually during Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I don't really have tasks to do, I guess. And I'm usually out, so I don't have time to write down what I did that day. And then once it's the next week, of course, I need to focus on this week now instead of going back and writing about the week that just happened. So yeah, I have a lot of empty space, and I left this space empty, I think because I did a mistake. But yeah, I just have a lot of empty space in my bullet journal. This was the month where I went to Japan midway, so I kind of lacked in my habit tracker and also my weekly spreads because I was too busy traveling. I have figured out that bullet journaling does not work well when I'm traveling because I do not touch my bullet journal at all, so I might as well not bring it with me whenever I do travel. So yeah, I really found my bullet journal useless when I traveled because your bullet journal is supposed to be your own planner, but what am I supposed to plan while I'm traveling, you know? I mean, that's such a first world problem. But yeah, I really didn't fill up this space because I don't really have tasks when I'm traveling, and I really took the time to pre-make this spread, but I didn't even fill it up, and you'll see more of that in June. I left this spread empty again. I think because I did watercoloring for this and I didn't want it to bleed, but yeah, I didn't end up finishing this. I think I went back to this spread and tried to add as much events to each box as possible just so I could fill it up. But yeah, I didn't touch my habit tracker or my brain dump. And I didn't do anything for my weekly spread because I was too busy and I was out the whole time. So yeah, I just wasted this spread. I really like how I did this lettering though, and just how this spread looks. I feel like it would have looked cute if I filled up the whole thing, but I didn't, and that's pretty unfortunate. Here I tried my best to fill it up, but I really started to hate the way it looked when I added the tasks and then I did a reflection in the bottom, because sometimes I don't do much and I'm kind of just forced to write as much as I can for the month or for that day, even as much as writing like I went downstairs and I drank a cup of water. Like, I don't really need to write that, but I felt the need to just so I could fill up the spread. But yeah, for my bullet journal, I really worried about the way it looks and just pretty much focused on the aesthetic of it all, because you know, I would want it to look good so I can post it for you guys on YouTube or on Instagram, and it pretty much sucks because, you know, you want your bullet journal to be useful for you but also nice at the same time, and I just got overwhelmed with the two and I didn't know what to focus on more, or like I didn't know what was most important, so it kind of drained me in the end. Though I do like my July spreads. I think I kind of brought myself back up and did well in my July bullet journal spreads. Like, look how cute this is and how colorful it is. I really like how this looks, and I tried to be productive in my habit trackers. I lessened the amount of trackers that I had. I used to have an expense tracker, but because it wasn't working out, I didn't use it and I just stuck with a habit tracker, which is alright, I guess. I was kind of on top of it, I don't know. But yeah, this is my weekly spread, and I like how I kind of lessened the amount of space I had for each day so I didn't have to write as much. I really like this spread. I just really like this layout where there's a picture and then there's this little colored border thing and just simple lettering. I really like July because I was pretty productive with it. I also did a little reflection here and the last week of July. Overall, July was a good month in my bullet journal, I must say. Then we go to August. I like August because it's my birthday month, but then again, like, I didn't fill up most of the spreads. Like over here, 20 things I learned in my life. I didn't fill it up because I was too lazy and I kept telling myself I'll go back to it, but in the end I didn't. This is my first week of August, which I did. It was okay, I guess. I filled it up. Over here, it looks alright, but as you can see, there's still space here, which I'm not really happy about. And then week 3, I actually merged 2 weeks together, I think. I have no idea, but it's pretty much a mess. Then I basically stopped journaling for August on the 21st, pretty much the last day that I documented for August, and then I go to this blank space and I just doodled because I guess I was having a journaling block, and then this is where I was planning, or I guess doing something for a video, I'm not sure. Then I have another blank page, and then we go to September where I didn't even properly fill up my monthly spread. At least I used pencil, but I told myself I would fill it up and make it all nice with all the markers and stuff and stickers, but I got lazy. The pressure of making it all pretty and nice got to me, I guess. I didn't finish my habit tracker. I was kind of on top of my expense tracker. And here's my first weekly spread of September, which is alright. And then I tried this new layout, which went alright as well, but I had no idea what to put in this space, and I really hated the way this looked. This is a weekly spread that I made with items that I got from a Zen Pop subscription box, and it doesn't look that bad, but yeah, I didn't end up finishing it. And here is my last month for my bullet journal, which is my October monthly spread. So as you can see, it is very empty. I remember just doing a bullet journal setup video for this month, and I never really went back and touched it because the first week I was busy doing stuff. I had like a concert and just a lot of things went on, but I never touched my bullet journal because I got lazy and I really didn't like the way it looked in the end. I like the lettering and stuff, but at this point I got so tired of my bullet journal. I attempted to fill up my weekly spread, but in the end it wasn't looking good, so I hated it and I didn't finish it. And that is the abrupt ending of my bullet journal. I mean, I have like notes here and there, but yeah, I just stopped using my bullet journal because I guess I felt so much pressure trying to make every spread look pretty and aesthetic just for you guys, and I know that's so bad and I shouldn't be that way. Like, I should just do me. Like, I've always been saying that you should always do you, don't feel pressured by anything else, or you know, I say that to you guys, but I'm not following my own words, which is bad, but I guess it ended up that way. And in the end I stopped bullet journaling because the pressure to make everything look good and trying to figure out unique weekly spread layouts was really hard for me. And yeah, I just stopped liking bullet journaling. I like the fact that you have a lot of freedom and you can use pictures and different colors and markers and stuff, but you can also do that in a regular planner. So that's why I've decided that for 2020 I am going to be using a planner. Right now, the planner that I got is this little planner that I got from this store called Morning Glory. I'm not entirely sure if this is the planner I want to go with for the entire year of 2020, but the whole concept or layout is pretty much what I want. So it has a future log layout where you can write all the tasks or things happening on different days for each month, and then it has a monthly layout similar to the one that I have in my bullet journal, and then it goes straight to the weekly layout. And it has some room for you to be creative and use markers and stickers and stuff as well, so I figured a planner won't be a bad idea for 2020. I just felt really pressured because a lot of people expect me to do a journal with me or a bullet journal with me or plan with me for the upcoming year. But in the end, it's all about me and how I want to organize my life. I have figured out that bullet journaling isn't working for me anymore, and I need to do something that works for me and my lifestyle. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going to happen in the upcoming month, and I hope you guys don't mind. Don't get me wrong, bullet journaling is really good and you can make it work for yourself if you really try your best. Like, if you can't do really crazy and creative layouts, just stick to a simple one and just add little creative elements here and there with stickers and lettering. But for me, it just eventually didn't work out and I got sick of it and I want to try new things now. Yeah, that's why I'm not going to be bullet journaling next year, and maybe I'll go back to bullet journaling, who knows. But for now, I'm going to take a break from bullet journaling and I'm going to be moving on to a planner. So yeah, there's pros and cons to everything, but I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys don't mind that I'm going to be using a planner this time. I'm going to still try and do plan with me videos using a planner. Like, I'm still gonna decorate it my own way, just not make everything from scratch like a bullet journal. I'm going to start making plan with me videos maybe in February. Maybe in January I'm going to like play around and see what works for me first, and then in February that's when I'll start making videos about it. But yeah, I hope you guys will stick around for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around in 2019, and I hope you guys stick around for 2020 because it's a new decade and it's gonna be a lit year, I hope. So yeah, thank you so much for watching my videos. I hope you have a good day. Happy New Year, and please take care of yourselves, and I'll just see you later. Bye!